Okay, this is Robbie. This is he's from
I'm from Reno.
50 years.
What?
50 years established on your hat?
No, this is just a hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's from High
Desert Water Systems.
High Desert Water Systems. He's very knowledgeable, and he's agreed to check out the water to see what we have in our water today. And I'm glad he popped up because I'm starting my third series of connecting the dots with divine connections. And instead of talking all that bullshit, I'm trying to gather some facts, and I thought this would be a great opportunity for everyone to know what's in their water out in eastern Sun Valley in the back. And I have a couple friends that are having well issues, problems like that. And so this is going to be educational. And so, Robbie, if you want to introduce what you do.
Yeah. So today I'm going to be doing mainly a hardness and a chlorine test. These two tests are going to be the most common things that you're going to find in pretty much all tap water and well water in these areas. The finer stuff is already posted online. If you want to look at your local resource, you can look at their water reports. But this is the stuff that typically affects you on a day-to-day basis.
What about other dangers in well waters and stuff?
Well waters are a little interesting. Those ones I would have to send to a lab. We would find absolutely everything that's in that water, and then we would have to build a system specifically for that.
A filtration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
With city water, it's already tested every year, so you know relatively what's in it.
And you stated earlier you could get back to me on the fluoride content?
Yeah, I can get back to you on the fluoride content.
Okay. All right, great.
I know there's stuff like PFAS, and I've even seen uranium in there. It's
Yeah,
very small.
arsenic a
but,
little bit?
Yeah, arsenic's definitely one of those big ones around here. But all of those are to what the EPA sets as a safe level.
Okay.
That water's used from everything from...
How about sulfur in well water? How does that affect you?
I don't know how that one affects me. I haven't really
I know
looked
with me it made my
fully
hair
into that.
feel slimy when I was taking a shower in it, and it also dries out your skin.
So that, I don't know if that's specifically from the sulfur. With my research, that's typically from the chlorine.
That could be because we were putting a gallon of bleach inside the well.
Bleach and chlorine are actually the same thing. Bleach
Okay.
is just stronger chlorine, and bleach is typically bonded to sodium.
Yeah.
And that's how you get bleach. But bleach and chlorine are the same chemical compound. They do the same thing of just basically ripping apart electrons, which is what allows you to bleach your clothing and turn it white. That's what allows you to, put that chlorine in a pool and it kills all the bacteria.
Poop and stuff from
all
the
that kind of
fish.
stuff.
Poop fish, fish species or whatever.
Yep.
Things like that. Algae.
It's a super cheap and super effective chemical that they put in all the water.
Mhm.
It's not going to kill you. It relatively does have to be there. I mean, water in anyone's home is used from any.
But under the right,
Yes.
in the right hands of power, it could be very dangerous.
Yes. But
If somebody said, "Hey, let's do some depopulation," they could enter in a larger amount of whatever.
good.
Did you hear about the fire that happened in Georgia at the
did not.
frickin' water plant called? Guess what it's called?
What?
Biolab.
Biolab?
Yeah.
That's the water plant?
Yes, in Georgia. Okay, and so in this, here, get the funny part of this. Okay, they said that there was a fire that was started after RFK got in there and everything.
Okay.
They said a fire started because of sprinkler alarm. So these chemicals were water activated
Okay.
by the water sprinklers.
Yeah.
Okay, bullshit. They were burning evidence, I think. Okay, so they're saying that these chemicals caught on fire because of the water sprinklers. How backwards asinine is that? Don't fire sprinklers supposed to come on after the fire?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Right. So here, if these things are so toxic that when you put them in water, they freaking catch on fire, why are they putting them in our water? And why can't you dump fluoride? This isn't like a turn on you. I'm not attacking you.
Fine.
I know
haven't
you're a
heard
good. I
of
can
this
sense you're a
specific
good.
part
You're a
before,
good
so-
guy. But just food for thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would they take a byproduct that's biohazardous from a bioproduct from making aluminum, and you can't dump it in a dump, you can't dump it in a freaking lake, you can't dump it nowhere because it's a biohazard. And so then they put it in our water. That's insane.
That is insane.
I mean, if you can't dump it in water, you can't dump it in a dump, the place where everyone poops, and you dump all kinds of crap in there.
Yeah.
Who knows what?
Yeah.
I mean, tampons, all kinds. And
Wow.
you can't even put it. I mean, I'm just going to the dirtiest of dirtiest. I'm just saying, you can't put fluoride in there, and they're putting it in our water to drink.
I guess so, yeah.
Isn't that like? Doesn't that just rock your mind a little bit?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know.
Well, China quit 10 years ago, and there's other countries that have stopped, and they're already showing signs of like intelligence like coming back, because like fluorine, what it does is it takes away your ability to care.
Okay.
It also makes you passive, and so they say that's why they put it in Prozac, and all these drugs, but they don't call it fluoride, they call it fluorine. There's in ancient Latin, there's different terms for it.
Okay.
Ancient Latin, it's fluorine. So fluorine is what they've been trying to put in our water to what? To make us freaking docile and like mildly retarded, so we could just be workers and not critical thinkers. Yeah, that's deep, but you got to realize these people are schemers. They're thinking like the Rockefellers. One of his quotes is, "I don't want thinking men. I want working men." You know, for all directly said that. He quoted that. "I don't want thinking men. I want working men." And so, you know, my thing is it dociled us down so much that nobody ever went to the water plant and be like, "Hey, what are you putting fluoride in my freaking water, and you can't even dump it in a dumpster? If you can't dump it in a dumpster, I don't want it in my water." You know, and nobody had the sense all this time, or the courage, or the voice.
Well, they don't want to ask about it.
Because you're just one guy. You probably get locked up and put in a cuckoo house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now, that's why I like doing these little videos, man.
Okay.
Is because
Cool stuff.
I'm trying to bring things into light.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so I got a few minutes left on this reel,
All right.
on this video, and thank you for hearing me.
Yeah.
That's
really interesting stuff. I'll have to look at that Georgia plant.
Yeah, and the human tooth contains no fluoride, and
but that's the stuff that they put in like toothpaste.
Yeah, fluoride, right?
Yeah.
And they lied to us. They used them as like a lion mouthpiece to push fluoride. Why? Because have you ever seen what fluoride does in concentrated form?
No,
it burned. Look up the video. One of their tankers tripped over by the fluoride plant.
Okay.
And it freaking spilled over out of their freaking tanker, and it was corroding through cement. That's in its concentrated form. It eats through freaking cement. Not many things do that. No. Not many things do. I mean, not even muriatic acid. It might make a little dent, but fluoride in its concentrated form eats through cement. And they showed the whole crater that when it spilled over, what it created inside, and it was like, you know, how they shut stuff off the internet and they blacklist it. Well, that was basically one of the big videos. It was like, holy shit, that's what it does? So you got to think psychology, like, okay, pushing fluoride, okay. They're saying now that people that brush their teeth 3 times a day are actually hurting their teeth. I mean, so it's all job security for these dentists, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, they're starting to come out now and say, hey, we admit there's no fucking fluoride in your teeth naturally, and it doesn't fortify anything. It basically was being told by the higher-ups of the cabal to do this. It's job security, because a lot of doctors, you know, all this healing technology has been being held back, right?
Okay.
Well, they've been freaking holding back these patents, the puppet masters.
Yeah. And
because the whole money-making thing of medical has basically, they got this big old machine, and it's like, turns out like these little things heal us, and you've been keeping it from us. It's like the Wizard of Oz, you know, where they pull back the curtain, and they're like, what the hell, dude? So we're all gonna walk out of the Matrix pretty soon, bro, and realize we've been in a world that they created, like the Matrix. Remember that movie?
Yep.
And basically, once the red pills drop and everybody ascends to a higher knowledge, we're all going to walk out of the Matrix like freaking whoa, because, you know.
Well, we're getting close to this point for AI making a simulated reality like that.
And they've had AI since the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
They called it Looking Glass. It was a supercomputer back then that shot out probable possibilities of the future. And so we're just now experiencing a little bit of AI. But imagine how far they've come in 40, 50 years behind the scenes in Area 51 and shit. I mean,
No way to know.
there's yeah, it's
Because I mean, they wouldn't tell us. So.
they would never tell us. Yeah, but the thing is we got the power. The God's got the power, and I think that He's actually protected us, some of us, through major like penetration of like a lot of toxicants, you know, like in our water and things like that. And some of us got affected. Like they say, like 2 out of 10 children come out autistic because all these shots and everything. Yeah. And so some of us, though, God said, no, I got a use for this dude. I mean, I still got use for my autistic kids too. You know, nobody's not useless. You know, I don't care what you are. You got a purpose here if you're here. If God still has you here, you're here for a reason. You know. And you know, this video is getting a little long.
All good.
And I can come back later with a follow-up, like 2-minute reel or something. But thank you, Greg. Robbie. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Thank you for your kindness and your ability to engage and inform me. You all have a great day. God bless. C. Hamilton signing off.